Alright, if I haven't already, I'm going to send home a copy of Angles and Triangles Unit Study Guide. This is built on the papers that I've gone over already in my videos and some other topics as well. This first section is all about classifying angular relationships. So it's going to tell you two angles and you have to say what kind of relationship they have. So angle 2 and angle 3, there's actually two relationships. They're probably looking for the fact that 2 and 3 together make a line, or 180 degrees. That's called supplementary. Or you could call it adjacent because they're next to each other. Those are two ways those two angles are related to each other. Not only do they share this ray that goes that way, but they also make a line when you put them together. Okay. The relation between angles 2 and 3, well, they've got this little square in between them. Angle 2 is from here to here. Angle 3 is from here to here. Together they make a 90-degree angle. That's called complementary. But I'd also say that they're adjacent since they touch each other. They share one ray, this one here. I'm not sure if they intended for there to be only one right answer, but it's good to notice that both of those are true. Alright, angle 3 and angle 4. Oof. Well, I've got this line that's vertical and this line that's horizontal. So if I ignore this ray that's over here that doesn't go all the way through that intersection, I've got a 90-degree angle. If this is 90 degrees, then that guy is 90 degrees because they got to add up to 180. This guy is also 90 degrees because these guys have to add to 180, or because they're vertical angles. And that means that whatever 3 and 4 are together is also a 90-degree right angle. So 3 and 4 are the same as these guys, complementary, because they both add up to 90 degrees, because they together make a right angle. And of course they're touching, so I'm going to call them adjacent. Alright, angle 1 and angle 3, those guys are across from each other. They're called vertical angles. And they are the same measure. If you really want to say that, I don't know if that's what they're looking for, but that is what vertical angles have. They're the same measure. Alright, angle 1 and angle 3. Well, this angle here is a right angle, so this guy is 90 degrees. Altogether you get 180. 180 minus 90 means these two guys gotta add up to 90 degrees. That makes them complementary even though they're not touching. If I were to cut the paper and put them together, or fold it so that I lined up these two rays here, you'd get 1 and 3 making another right angle. So they're not adjacent, so I don't have to put that down. And then we're going to look at angle 4 and angle 5 in this. Oh, 4 and 5. Well, this is a straight line right here, so together they're supplementary. And they also happen to be adjacent since they're just sharing this ray here. They're touching each other. So that section is just making sure you can recognize these relationships. Second section, I can use complementary and supplementary angles to write and solve equations. This is like the back and the bottom of the first paper, where you're recognizing, first of all, do I have something that adds up to 90 or something that adds up to 180? So this is a right angle, so x and x minus 18 have to add up to 90 degrees, I'm sorry. So I have one angle, and I'm going to use parentheses around this other angle because it's got two terms, and it adds up to 90. Now if I'm adding something that's got more than one term, I'm going to just keep the signs I've got. If it's plus, I can just drop those parentheses off, because it's like plus 1 times this stuff, so it's not going to change my signs or anything. So I have x plus x minus 18 equals 90. X plus x, I have 1x plus 1x, 1 plus 1 is 2x, minus 18 equals 90. Every other one I've done so far for the videos on G5 has had a plus and you subtract, but this is a minus 18. The opposite of subtracting 18 would be adding 18. So minus 18 plus 18, well, that's going to work out to be 0 on that side. I have to add 18 on that side. I've got 2x left, and 108. I guess I have to divide by 2. 54. I've run into my formatting here. X is, I guess I'll just write 54 in there and we'll circle it. Not sure what they wanted you to put right there. When I figure it out, I'll write it in there. Angle measures, maybe that they're complementary. Maybe that's what they wanted me to say. I don't know. Alright, here we have x, and we have 2x plus 24. Altogether it adds up to 180 because it is a straight line. Alright, x plus 2x. I can just drop my parentheses because I'm adding all these pieces. So x plus 2x, that's 1x plus 2x is 3x. I have plus 24, so let's subtract it to make 0 on that side. $60 minus 4, 156. I divide by 3 to get plain old 1x over there. 52. And they want you to say maybe it's supplementary. Alright, here we have word problem. Two angles are supplementary. That means they add up to 180 degrees. The first angle is 4x. The second angle is 2x plus 6. Altogether you get 180 degrees. I can ignore the fact that I put parentheses around there. I guess I really didn't need them. It's good practice though, because if you subtracted it, you're going to have to take that into account later on. But 4x plus 2x is 6x. All I have is a 6 there. If I subtract 6, I got 174. If I divide by 6, oh, what's 174 divided by 6? It's going to be 2. 54, 9, 29 degrees. Oh, look, I've ignored the formatting completely. 29 degrees. That's all it's asking for is x. Oh well. Maybe it wanted me to put the angle measures. Oh, maybe that's what it wants. So here I have x, and I have x minus 18. If x is 54, then I have 54 degrees, and I have whatever 54 minus 18 is. 54 minus 8 is 46, minus 10 more is 36. Oh, duh. Whatever's 90 minus 54 will give me the same thing. Alright, and here my first angle is 52, and my second angle is twice that, plus 24. So 104 plus 24 is 138. That makes sense, because I add those and I get 180. Alright, so if x is 29, 1 is 4x. 4 times 29, 4 times 30 is 120, so subtract 4 from that, you get 116. And then this is 2x plus 6, so twice 30 is 60, minus 2 is 58, plus 6 is 64. Yep, that's it.